Hello everyone, I'm MaxShiftCheesy87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel 4 Part 65. In the previous video, we fought our third large cryptid, the Mammoth Lord. I broke out a banned forbidden technique in order to beat it, because beating it the normal way, or without using it, is really annoying, or I'd have to redo the entire party to make physical work. And the idea of redoing the entire party again, when I also have to redo the entire party again before this section, a little too much orbit management for me. With that being said, we did set up our party. Our main four for this squad, or for this section, is going to be Reen, Fee, Sarah, and Yuna. We're rolling Yuna. Basically, she's going to be a cannoneer again, like she was during the Mammoth boss fight. She's not really the best at this because her overall max mana isn't super great. Oh yeah, we should give you a Seraphic Ring, because you don't have that for free right now. But yeah, so that gives you Seraphic Ring. And you have this mainly just for the stats. Oh yeah, and this is what we got from beating the big mammoth. It removes positive effects, which is kind of interesting. I feel like that's not that useful. I don't know. I guess it kind of depends. I guess it actually, it's better now since you can't use debuffs to get rid of buffs. So yeah, I could see that definitely being useful. Now, do you think it can dispel enhance? That'd be pretty cool. Probably be ridiculously overpowered if it, I mean, granted, if you can only use it once, if you can just delete one enhance from an enemy, that wouldn't be that broken. I guess it depends on the fight. Because I assume when we get to the end of the game, it'll be like CS3 again, where enemies don't have set enhances, where they can just do it as many times as they want. Which, I don't know if I'm looking forward to that or if I'm dreading it. I think I'm more dreading it, but I don't know. The game has been a little, I mean, I wouldn't say easy, but we've definitely, the difficulties eased off quite a lot from the start of the game. Now, I think that's also partially just because the start of the game was, made more difficult due to the whole not doing any random battle stuff, but I think we're ready. Let's go ahead and send it off. Okay. Commence infiltration. We're already on our end. Very well, inform the rest of the crew then. Reen and the others then held a briefing for the infiltration operation into the old capital. It was decided that the team would advance towards Saint Arkh from their old field exercise campsite, the same as they had done in Ordis. The final remaining problem, however, would end up requiring further discussion. What if we just kicked in the door? So we managed to find our infiltration route into the old capital. We still need to find a way to reach those being held captive. Right, Saint Arkh's water veins prevent it from having any underground areas like Heimdall or Ordis. The Hiram's mansion is pretty well fortified, not a whole lot of ways to sneak in, save for the front door. So let's take the front door! Yeah, it's like we've hit a bottleneck. Trying to force our way in somewhere so heavily guarded by the Imperial Defense Force would be unrealistic to say the least. Then in that case, our best bet just might be Marcus Ballard himself. Even after the Imperial Provincial Council, he's still a capable person in his own way, there's no doubt about that. He's a downright genius when it comes to protecting his assets and profits, that is. Is he? In the end, his short-term greed ended up in a long-term stint as the government's personal stooge, and as well as that whole fiasco in Ordis. I suppose taking advantage of him wasn't exactly a challenge. So in short, he's fussy yet sloppy like a big old baby. Right, one we'll have ample chance to take advantage of. Thanks, Angelica. I get the feeling this will come into play. Find a solution one way or another. We'll be arriving soon. Prepare for landing, everyone. Yes, I exist. Gaius Warzel. He still exists. You may have forgotten about him. Okay, in addition, either Farah or Farah? Fee or Sarah must be picked. I can only pick one, you motherfuckers! You mother frickin' But I set them both up. I went through all that effort to set them both up. Please let me at least... Come on, man. Why? Why? Okay, we're gonna bring Laura because she's still set up from the Emma fight. Well, shit, that means, I mean, we'll probably just replace Sarah with, and we could just replace her with Laura. That works. That or send in Kurt. I mean, I guess since we're doing, like, ballad, we could bring Muse for thematic reasons. We're not going to use her, but I don't really think anyone else fits. I mean, I would like to bring Gaius, but maybe we'll wait for later. I mean, we could bring Gaius. I'm kind of sad. I was all set on the Fee Sarah combo, and now the game has deprived me of it. But I guess we can do Fee Laura. That's fine. Or Fee Kurt. When was the last time we used Kurt? And we had him for the last section, we didn't really use him. But Kurt's new class 7. Use new class 7 plenty. I'm a little mad. This is where we found the Draken. A good place to land, yes. It's so quiet, there's no one around as far as the eye can see. And yes, could be a good place to hide Balamar. Now that that's settled, let's get going to Saint Arkh. You should be able to see it from the northern road. Lead the way. Okay, well, Kurt, I think you're also a little set up. Yeah. Would I rather use Laura or Kurt? Honestly, I don't know. And then Elliot. Elliot's not. We've used Elliot enough here lately. Same with Altina. And really Muse. Muse's been in the party a decent amount here lately. Kurt or Laura? Kurt or Laura? I don't think it really matters, like, gameplay-wise. I feel like they're about as strong. I guess we'll do Laura and Fee. It's kind of thematic, I suppose. And what I want to give you, I guess just Brigand. Can I take my stuff back? Well, good thing I didn't buy you a weapon upgrade. I just want to give you... What do I want to give you? You have the red emblem? Yeah, give you a red emblem. Regular gladiator belt. And we set Rien up to be more of our tanky character. Since Fee and Sarah were going to be our main damage dealers. Now I guess it'll be Fee and Laura. Say anything, Ordine? I'll stay here while you're gone. Remain on your guard, Awakener, and secondary contractors of the Ashen Knight. Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to have brought Crow as well, but I feel like we've used him. Valamar reigns still and empty. Valamar, Milliam, wait just a little while longer. We should go into Saint Arkh. Well, I just feel like Muse probably fits better thematically, and Laura was already set up.
The road going left leads to Saint Arkh. You guys were there not too long ago, right?
Yes, to investigate a singularity.
I bet we know even more about this area than you, Instructor.
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Kurt, you fucking lived here.
In that case, maybe you can lead us to town.
Let's check if the entrance is clear first.
I can't ride my bike. My bike. Yo. Oh yeah, we should change up our tactics. Definitely won't. Green at the front, unit at the side, Fee down there. Do I want Keeper on you? I mean, I kind of like Regulus. Because, I mean, of course I do. But the #1 Regulus stan. I mean, getting free Crest is kind of nice. Just because, I mean, even though it is more expensive, it's cheap enough to start that, it's still kind of castable. Yeah, at least we need at least one other character. Who do we have our support? Okay, I guess we have everyone available. And it's very rare we get to roll an 8 squad. I feel like that's been, usually because it's like 7 is our max. I'm trying to think, have there been any other sections where we had 8 characters? I think that's a first, for this game at least. Maybe in CS2, you had a couple 8 character sections, but I think even then it was still mainly just 7. That's... Zauber Soldats. An Imperial Defense Force, too. Security appears to have been heightened since the last time we were here. We must have heard about what happened in Ortis. We should have expected this. Not like we'll be able to just walk in. Over there. We can get to the railway lines from here. That could work. It's the best chance we have at slipping through. Let's get going. Thankfully they're all blind and don't see 8 suspicious individuals walking up and then running away. Rhea and the others continued alongside the Parm branch line via the cliffside path. They snuck inside the city after discovering a blind spot in their patrols. This happens off screen. Trust us. They just fucking got in, okay? And then once they were inside, no one recognized them, despite all being wanted. Oh, look at Elliot fucking riding. Oh my gosh, she's got hops. Phew, looks like I able to pull it off without them noticing. It's been a while since I was last here. That shortcut sure came in handy. You Brazers really know your stuff. I'd say my Jaeger background played just as much of a part in getting the lay of the land. Plus, found this particular shortcut before. Glad I could help out. Yeah, this is where you initially see her, right? When, she's talking to Sarah. Now we've made it through, we should proceed with our objective. Well, let's gather information first to confront the situation. Marcus Ballard's influence in this area is obvious. We investigated Saint Arkh just recently. We should be able to help with getting around the area. That'd be perfect. Alright, let's get going. Oh, Master, please take care of yourself out there. No, I can't do this. Please don't go. I don't know what I'd do if something happened to you. Cornelia, thank you for being so concerned for me, really. But you must know that I have to. Any threat the Imperial family requires that we give them our full support. This is my obligation, and my honor as a descendant of a vassal of Emperor Astorius. I know that, but the thought of you not coming home, I understand. No one can predict what will happen. There is no guarantee that I'll be safe. But I'm going to promise that I will return home. So please, have some faith in me and believe that you'll see me again. I will, and I'll never forget your words. Just don't take any risks, please? Some say there's a great honor in dying on the battlefield, but I've never believed it myself. That is why I have every intention of returning home alive. Well, I mean, most people intend to return home. My master would never break a promise, so I know he'll come home safe. Okay, well, to be fair, all he said is that you'll see him again. You can see someone without them being, you know, alive. Oh, what's up? What do we do now? Even if we caught a train in the situation, I'm not sure we'd be able to get him back in form. We took third in the summer races together. I'm just shocked it turned out like this. Those look familiar. Something seems to be bothering. We'll have to check it out later. Yeah, we should see what's been happening around town first, but like this is way more important. Like, oh, okay, Princess Alphen, whatever. I don't care. We gotta freaking save Kaiser Dice, man. Fine. Fine. I see Marcus Ballard around now and then. I must say, he seems to harbor some hostility towards the Imperial Defense Force. Surely he's not against the war. No true Imperial subject could be so brazenly unpatriotic. Remember when they waged a civil war like 2 years ago? Miscreants like that should be all deported, every last one of them. Such blind devotion. He must be under the influence of the curse. Maybe he's just an asshole. We need to forget the scars of the Civil War and come together as one nation. And as our acting supervisor, Marcus Ballard seems none too welcoming to that sentiment. Anyone who speaks out against the war should be stripped of their title and deported. Deported to where? I don't care! A task as simple as gathering herbs has proved to be difficult around here. You have to be careful not to be attacked by beasts for one. Now these days the Imperial Defense Force surveillance is quite stringent too. But I won't give up. Ruhr is going to run out of ointment soon. When I return, I'll need to prepare some more for those in need. Were you from Ruhr? I don't remember Ruhr at all. It's the worst city. Lending supplies isn't only a concern for Saint Arkh. Churches all over are running out of medicine every day. As soon as I get home, I'll start brewing the herbs I've collected today. I mean, it's probably like the most underwhelming of the cities in the games, Ruhr. Like, maybe, like, if it wasn't the fact that it just feels like bad Zeiss. Because, like, Zeiss feels cooler. Like, it feels like Zeiss is actually bigger, even though it's from a much older game. And Zeiss has the most bangin' town theme imaginable, so it's basically just impossible for Ruhr to compete. And plus, Irina lives there, so, ugh, cringe. I have contracts with local farmers to pay for an agreed amount of deliveries. Because of the lack of produce due to the military requisitioning, all the contracts had to be revised. As a result, the vegetables we have had available to sell have been reduced by about half. Even if we increase prices to make up for lost sales, we're still in the red, but turning the contracts won't be good in the long run term. I try to think positively and work hard, but I keep worrying, especially over my husband. The truck that my husband uses for his deliveries was requisitioned by the military. It's like he's lost his job. I'm worried about what he's going to do now. I don't know, join the army? I'm so busy with all the uniform orders and repair work. Anything, this is probably a sign the number of recruits being conscripted has increased again. Might be hard to see it from just within the city, but I really get the sense that the whole of Erebony is mobilizing for war. Really? You're just now getting that? Is this good? Okay, no, it's bad. Or it's old, I should say. Okay, you can buy dark pendulums in Saint Arkh. Well, I don't know if you could buy them originally. Because, you know, that's probably the main reason that, like, I think fighting the plant monster is really hard at the start of the game. Is because if you don't, you need to have, like, at least one character has to have some anti-vanish. And you can't buy anti-vanish in Errand Village proper. So if you don't buy a dark pendulum ahead of time, you can't really do it immediately. You changed your appearance. Still, it's good to see you're doing well. Yeah, it's good to see you too. And Fee, it's been a while since I saw you. I was so sorry to hear about Tobal. For the first time, someone acknowledges that best boy Tobal is dead. Maybe. Thanks. But Tobal wouldn't want to speak glum. We gotta stay positive. I agree. I've only just now come to terms with everything. Alright, seems you all accomplished quite a bit in Ordis, didn't you? How much do you know? Nothing actually. I just asked a bit of a leading question. I heard rumors of the Ashen Chevalier being spotted in Ordis and the problems at the mansion, so I just thought they might be connected. It looks like you're back to normal. Well, no matter what the truth is, I won't go around revealing any information about you all. Trust is crucial in business. Please enjoy browsing here. Oh, these are what we need for the Rider turn-in? Okay, well, we can finally get that. Now, do we need to buy any weapon upgrades? That's only slightly better than what Yuna has. And we actually upgraded Fees back when we were going to use her for the monster fight. And Loris is also upgraded. The Imperial Defense Force has given me an absolutely unbelievable order. I can't believe they're demanding we prominently display books that inspire war morale. I don't want to force my customers to think a certain way. When I want to cheer up, I normally just listen to Abin time. But I guess all I can do is keep writing letters asking when it's going to start again. You think she still does that? We don't have this one. We're only missing one proverb. And a defense down, that's pretty good. You kind of need extra HP, it's kind of like non-negotiable. So I wonder, so Kurt, in theory, you should always crit now, right? If we use Whirling Steel. I guess we can actually kind of test to make sure that, like, see if the plus crit rate actually works. Because if he ever not crits with his flat crit rate being this high, we know it doesn't work properly. Oh yeah, we never read the Imperial Chronicle, did we? We did not. Okay, it's kind of short, so we'll read that as soon as I take a sip of the sauce. The Second West Cimmerian Trade Conference. An official announcement has been made regarding the date of the Second West Cimmerian Trade Conference. Discussions to this end began 2 months ago, but had to be put on hold due to incidents in July. Chancellor Osborne and Governor General Rufus will be presiding over the conference, where existing agreements will be reaffirmed. This time the event will be hosted in Heimdall instead of Crossbell City. Each country, with the exception of the Calvin Republic, is expected to send representatives. Calvin President Rocksmith loses at the polls. According to foreign sources, Samuel Rocksmith, the current president of Calvin, has lost in the recent election to his opposing candidate. Rocksmith's proposed economic and immigration policies are to blame for the drop in his popularity ratings. However, due to emergency measures taken in light of the coming war, he is expected to remain in office for another 6 months. Okay, that's interesting. Military band and cavalry leave for front line. An official ceremony was held on the afternoon of August 12th in Draco's Plaza to see off the military band and Imperial cavalry units leaving for the war front. The lauded latter unit's youngest private led the ceremonial address in a quivering voice, professing his resolve to fight for Erebonia. The attending crowd erupted in spirited applause, ending the ceremony on a high note. The lauded latter unit's youngest private. I mean, the only person we know who does anything with horses is what's his name? I don't know if they said he was in the army or not. You know the guy. And his horse Whitcomb. Disturbance in Ortis? An incident took place at Cayenne Mansion in Ortis that resulted in some damage to the building. The official account is that there was a problem with the old sewers underneath the mansion. Governor Regnitz assures the public that it was merely an accident, but the 3rd Armored Division has been moved to Ortis as a safety precaution in case a rebel group is responsible. Encounter with the Unknown. The town of Milsante is known for its scenic views, resplendent natural atmosphere, and Terrence taverns, serving fantastic freshwater fish. But lately, the talk of the town is something else entirely. Rumors swirl that a strange creature is living in Lake Gala. A local girl was the first to see it a few weeks ago. She says she glimpsed a giant tail whipping around in splashing waters. Residents of Milsante have named the creature Galley, but what it is and whether it really exists remains a mystery. Oh boy. The freaking Galness monster. Doesn't quite work. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue as well. Maybe we fight it. Oh boy, big monster, let me fight. Okay, so that's where we're supposed to go. So we will not go that way. Who is that over there? Can't really recognize from a distance. This is just awful. Prices have absolutely skyrocketed lately. There'll be no hope for me if they keep ramping up higher and higher. If I can just get a stable income, things will be fine. Marcus Powell doesn't seem to care about the common folk at all. We can't expect any help from him. I heard they're still supplying daily essentials to Ortis still. They started rationing under Marcus Hiram's direction. I wish we could get some of that kind of support. Are you the troop guys? Ooh, berry shake. They've requisitioned supplies for me too. Our inventory for the fruit used in all our juices is almost depleted. Plus the cost of running the stall is huge. I don't know how much longer we can keep it running. We just got back on track too, so I don't want to give it up. CP strength and defense, that's pretty pog. Yeah, I think you're Arkh and CL. I don't remember any of your names, but I kind of recognize you. Yeah, Nikolai. I definitely recognize your name. We'll talk to you later, though. Your hair and eye colors have changed. I am relieved to see you are still yourself. Archbishop Ramson, you knew about this? Ah, the Great Twilight will bring about the end of the world. It is a difficult thing to accept. I am trying to think if there is anything else I can do for the current situation. I tried to make a prototype medicine that would relieve the effects of the curse through pharmaceuticals. Unfortunately, we didn't really achieve any positive results. Since it appears the Congregation for the Sacraments will be sitting idly by, it's made me aware of how powerless the church is. Now, the fact that you, Archbishop Ramsden, are taking action is reassuring enough. It seems I've made you worry. I want to do what I can to support you in your efforts. Come and see me any time if you need my medicine. Thank you very much. I need some medicine? We're putting a heavy weight on the shoulders of you youngsters. How shameful the church must push the burden onto you. If you ever need medicine, we will do what we can. Come to me at any time, day or night. Alright, I'm here now, begging and pleading for medicine. Oh, but it's an Elliot! We were so worried when we heard you'd gone missing during the Heimdall Summer Festival. Sorry for making you worry. I'm just glad to see you well. Anyway, have you seen Fiona recently? Things have been busy. I haven't had a chance to visit. Now see, Fiona's been really worried about you. You should go and show her you're okay as soon as you can. I know. I wonder how Fiona's doing. That's the issue of the curse too, so I'm pretty worried. Recently we've been getting in contact with churches across the region to work on the medicinal herb shortage together. Today, Archbishop Ramsden wrote a letter asking about Legram's chapel reserves. Bishop Marco has also gone out to procure some medicine. I need to work hard on preparing some too. So much of the fruit that I've grown here is in requisition. We spend a lot more time and labor on our produce than other farms. But the mirror that soldier gave us as compensation doesn't even come close. We need a mirror for our operations. Hey Dios, won't you guide us in our hour of need? Just give me a big old sack of money, yeah. My father and both my brothers received draft cards. They already left a few days ago. As such, I decided to temporarily take on the duties of the head of the house, but will someone as inexperienced as me truly be capable of doing so? Yeah, probably. Soldiers came to requisition our crops, but our fields have been destroyed by monsters. I shouted to them there was absolutely nothing to harvest. I just saw them off. Get the fields usable again, I have to till the soil and plant the seedlings, and top of my recent injury, I'm already pretty old. For a bit, I thought I just have to start from scratch. I may as well retire. The easy path is the boring one. I'm going to work hard and bring my field back to life. Plus, if I retired, I'd probably starve, so it wasn't really a realistic option anyway, so I don't even know why I was thinking about it. The last guest asked me what I thought about the national mobilization law. To be honest, I wonder if there really should be a law forcing civilians to join the army based. When I told him not to ask me personal questions while I'm working, he went over to the manager after that. The manager never worries about anything, so he just says what comes to mind. I'm a little worried. Nah, drafts are, like, bad. Like, the non-existence of a draft is basically a check on the government's power to wage war unilaterally, right? If a war isn't popular enough that you need to use a draft to fill the army, then you shouldn't be waging that war in the first place. Before I decide whether I'll stay here, I have a question for you. Yes, please, let me know if I may be of any assistance. Manager, don't you think the notion of mobilization law is an amazing piece of legislation? Or do you believe it to be cruel like all the other non-patriots? Yes, well, this is a personal view, but if it hadn't happened, the squabbling between the reformist and noble factions would have continued to divide the empire. I believe it was a good catalyst for getting a sense of what it means to be an imperial citizen. Sounds like a commie non-answer to me. I feel like this conversation's going a little off track. If you say that you think the national mobilization law is wonderful, it means that this hotel is cooperating with the government. Very well, this hotel seems good. I'd like to stay for 3 nights. Thank you for choosing us. The person seems to be suffering from the curse. Thanks to the manager, it was resolved for that incident. Maybe he's just an asshole. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Would you like a room for the night? If there's a specific room you'd like, feel free to let me know. Do I have BP? I have no clue. I don't know if there's any way to check. I don't think there is. Can I check upstairs? Okay. Is that everything here? Can I talk to you? I don't think I talked to you guys. I predicted this. When the prices go up, our wallets take a hit. But Rico and Ed are going up, so I want to make sure they have nutritious meals. I need to be super judicious with all the food and recipes I use, so I can save some money wherever I can. I think tonight we'll have veggie burgers for dinner. I'll have to make Rico something easy to eat too, like a hamburger. Well, how's the baby get a hamburger, not the dang old veggie burger? It's bullshit, man. Hey, Mr. Elliot. Hello. Hey, Etta, did you get a violin? Yes. I can't make it sound nice like you do. It's tough. Here, let me help you. You need to put your arm at this angle and then glide over the strings like this. Wow, I never knew this violin could sound so pretty. Once you learn the basics, you'll be able to make a lot of beautiful sounds. I have to go now, but I'll see you later, okay? Bye, Mr. Elliot. God, he's so good. Next time you play at a concert, I'll be there to listen. Thank you, Etta. He's so pure. Seeing a little girl carrying a violin reminds me of the old days. Remember that time you bought that violin even though you could hardly play a single note? Yeah, something might work. Your mind is always somewhere else. When you think about all this requisitioning business and grain inventories again, suppose it's alright. You do whatever you think is best. You truly understand me, my dear. No wonder you stayed together all these years. Well, if you insist, suppose I can check in on the old stomping grounds. I should probably just leave it to the current staff, but I just can't stop worrying about it. I want to ask if they've requisitioned enough grain and what their future forecasts are. How's it going, kid? So many of our neighbors have been drafted into the the army. War seems so close now. But it's okay, Coil. Adios is familiar. The Holy Beast will protect us in our moment of need. Ixnay on the Holy Beast Day. Oh, come on, Dad. If you have to bring up one of your kitty stories, couldn't you at least pick a more believable one? If the Holy Beast really wasn't going to protect us, why wouldn't it have protect the Emperor and His Highness too? Oh, shit. Oh, God, he's on to us. Well, it's true, but, Jeez, Dad, you really never move on. Believing in fairy tales is for fools. I want to believe in dreams, but I want to live in reality. Coil's been especially harsh today. The best part of these tales is the chance that there's a bit of truth in them, that they weren't just made up to get children to behave. You know, I want an evade 3. Granted, now I think about it, I guess I don't need one. Since Sarah's not in the party, I can just take hers that she doesn't have. I mean, just we're gonna take it all. Well, do I even want to give an evade 3 to anybody? I guess we don't actually need one. Well, shit. I thought Fee didn't have one. And no one else really needs a... Do I want to give Revolution a Fee? I mean, she's level 100. I don't think she's really that underleveled. I'm trying to think. Can we fit a... We could do this. And then y'all would free up an accessory slot. I think we take yours, give you this again. This gives us more overall crit and the defense down. There's also an argument for like a dark emblem or something, but I don't know, because I mean, we could just rely on stealth to force crits. We don't really need that much flat crit on her. I don't know. Granted, it's still good for like counters and stuff. Apparently Marcus Ballard's been restricted from going outside. I've been ordered to exhibit my finest antiques at the mansion and provide him some manner of entertainment. He has exquisite taste in art, so I always worry over which pieces to take along every time. White smoothie and white croquette. Oh, we can get the victory belt. Oh, I have 2 rider boots. Whoops. What are the rider boots? Oh yeah, those are those evasion ones. I don't I mean, you're losing 300 defense. I feel like you just like pop. You do get 9 evasion out of it. I mean, it's kind of funny. But I don't think it quite gives you enough evasion to like justify like a regular hit just causing you to cease to exist. I mean, is that better than what Kurt has? It is. Actually, both of these are better. What do I want to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to equip the belt thing, or the whatever it's called. So you get speed, accuracy, evasion, and break damage. I think that's for you. Yeah, that's pretty pog. Okay, now you could get 33% evasion. Just pretty good. You do explode if you get hit, I believe. I don't know how much damage, how much of a difference, like damage-wise, that would be. I'm gonna have to test it. I mean, I know I won't, but like, you know, I do wonder why Marcus Baum was appointed as interim supervisor. I would have expected that he'd be the interim supervisor of Ortis, considering it's a city of the Cayenne family. Yeah, it seems like he's having to reluctantly go along with the government's plans. That's how things are for a member of the Cayenne family. Feels like the authority of the Four Great Houses is a thing of the past. You are so right. The Four Great Houses have been nothing compared to their former glory before the Civil War. Marcus Hyam's struggles come to mind. It's concerning having to leave Marcus Ballard in charge. I just hope Marcus Hyams returns soon. Oh, it's V! You have your friends too. It's been a while. Just because Marcus Ballard became the interim supervisor doesn't mean much has changed for the city. There has been an increase in the number of conscripted soldiers across the Empire. It's likely that a draft card with my name on it will arrive soon too. I guess I should just mentally prepare myself for it while I can. Hey, I got a letter from Mom and Dad. It's just, they wrote, serving the Empire is only natural for its citizens. Why don't you go to the capital and join us in cheering for the Imperial troops? They always told me to avoid fighting, so why are they supporting a war now? I just don't understand. Mom and Dad have been acting really weird. I keep rereading the letter my parents sent. It sounds like they think we should put the country for ourselves. They've never said anything like this before. What would make them change like this? Well, you see the curse, like, sometimes it, like, only changes you a little bit, but sometimes it completely changes you. I don't know, it doesn't really make any sense. It was very mixed messagings over it as a whole. Because sometimes they're like, oh, it's just, you know, it makes you act in ways that you already secretly wanted to act, but, like, wouldn't do normally. And then sometimes it completely changes their personality. I even just imagine it, but the trees don't seem very healthy recently. And I feel like there are less bugs and things, even though it's summer. It's often said that things like this portend a natural catastrophe. I don't want to believe superstitions like that are true, but, you know. Yeah, I do need to pause for a second. So we will continue talking to everyone in 1 second. Alright, we're back. Let's see, we still had all the buildings left, right? Yeah, talk to you. Alright, send me to the Luna Crest Apartments. Maybe we can check the Bracer Guild computer, see if they got any requests for us. Yeah, with the things that my son and his wife wrote in their letter to Rand. It's true, I'll never forget the Scalvardians. That doesn't mean I want to destroy the Republic. I can't think like that. I just can't imagine either of them pinning something so hateful. It's completely unlike them. Does the war change people like this? All my son and his wife talk about is destroying Calvert. They spew such toxic narratives at Sweet Rand. Anyone up here? Looks like the Provincial Guild's branch office is still intact at least. The Imperial Defense Force Mark must have been off. It's been a while since Kyrie and the others were in here. So then we should be able to use it as our base of operations like before. Sounds like a good course of action to me. Is that okay with you, Fee? I was planning on it, just wait a sec. There, it's open. Use it for whatever shady business you need to get up to. The sky's the limit. I don't think we'll be doing it for anything like that. You really don't understand the concept of being tense, do you? And to think I almost rested at the stupid inn. Granted, if I did rest, it would be to get BP, and this gives me no BP because the game hates us. They want us to suffer. It's an orbital computer used by the Bracer Guild. Yeah, okay, I want to freaking... Oh, that reminds me. Did I ever palm it up with Kurt? I don't think I ever remembered to do it, did I? I did not.
Thank you for this match.
Kurt, what are you talking about? Oh. Once again, I'm doing the classic, not actually paying attention to the stuff because I'm too busy just looking at the things exploding and being like, oh, looky there, look at all the... Oh, he's bombed it. Once again, same thing. I just like stop looking because I'm too busy just glancing. Yo, Kurt Vander, you're kind of getting your ass kicked. Yeah, we do want to try and get this other right side under control. That's not how you get it under control. That would be the exact opposite of getting it under control. Yeah, that's getting it a little under control. Oh, we're palming. Oh, we're palming. Okay, Kurt, have you lost yet? There's no shame in losing to the greatest palmer the world's ever seen. As soon as I remember how to S-craft, you're fucking done, kiddo.
I've lost.
You're fucking done. Oh, I still need to talk to Chickadee and Kid? Or just Kid? Look it! I have really worked really hard to make our home all squeaky clean. Don't forget to put things back the way when you found them. And if any dirt you find doesn't come off with a wipe, just add a little water. What do you think? I've got a knack for cleaning, huh? Elma looks so sad when she went off to work. I've got to do all I can around here so she doesn't have anything to worry about. Elma keeps telling me that I don't need to push myself so hard, but I'm not pushing myself at all. It's just what I want to do. In fact, I think she's the one overdoing things. It has me really worried. Shouldn't you be like in school? Oh, we only do school 1 day a week. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's another thing. They call it Sunday school, but we've also never referred to days of the week before. Right? Like, I don't think they ever say, like, do they ever say, like, Saturday and stuff like that? I mean, because I guess, they follow our month schedule, and I guess it does say Wednesday up there, but I feel like in dialogue, they never say, like, Wednesday. They'll say, like, the weekend, or stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like maybe they do say, like, on Saturdays and stuff like that, but I feel like maybe they just don't use it that often. Using actual, like, day of the week terminology. I already talked to you guys. Okay, just to the cafe. Yeah, because we did go to the inn area. Oh, it's Fiona. Bam! What am I gonna do? Why would they requisition a truck needed for delivery work? I mean, business isn't exactly booming, but to do this right as we're starting to make a name for ourselves, it's too much, damn it! Rather than competing for sales with my wife, I'm actually just holding her back. If things continue this way, I wouldn't be surprised if you just lost patience with me. Starting to think I'd be better off as a soldier. My truck taken away, I can't do any work. Maybe I should just enlist in the military so my wife doesn't get too irritated with me. I think deciding that you're going to enlist on your own is a good way to make her really irritated with you. I think that in his own way, even Kaiserdice is feeling the stress of racehorse and being banned. The poor thing's mane has even lost its luster lately. It's often the only thing you can do is wait for someone to accept your job ad. I think that in his own way, even Kaiserdice is feeling the stress. Apparently Nash has finished his training and has been sent to Titus Gate. He said that even though he's wearing the uniform, it doesn't really feel real. He can't set foot on a battlefield with that attitude. He'll get picked off by Calvardian troops in no time. I don't like the idea of a colleague dying. Maybe I should write him a letter, or give him a piece of my mind. I never thought the day would come that I'd be writing a letter to Nash. But I know it would weigh heavily on me if he were to die out there. I have to make sure he understands how much danger he's in. Oh, the pickles. The pickles. Yeah, they don't seem that good. And these, Elliot, Angelica, Muse, Altina. Altina, you seem like a Sheikh Lord.
Initiate cooking mode.
Don't let me down.
Better than I expected. Yes, prepared as written.
I've been let down, and I'll never forgive you. Oh god, it better, I mean, maybe Angelica?
Can't hurt to cook once in a while.
Oh god.
Ooh, now that's what I call a masterpiece. My secret ingredient is love. Enjoy.
Biggest strength, defense, small. For 6 turns in CP? Yeah, I don't know. We'll make a few of them. We'll at least try and make one special, just so that we remember.
Can't hurt to cook once in a while.
Who makes it?
My secret ingredient is love.
Don't talk to me, Angelica. Ain't nobody here. I guess we'll talk to Fiona, since we know it won't advance the story or nothing. I can't believe it's been so hard for me to get in touch. Just where are those two? Hey, isn't she? Yes, we met her in Cathedral back when we infiltrated the city. You did you? When I rushed over here before, I didn't come to near the old capital. Talk about a near miss. Wait, what? You guys! Hey, sis, it's been a while. It's been forever since we were able to get in touch. It's good to see you're alright. T-posing Elliot doesn't exist. T-posing Elliot can't hurt you. What? Shut the front door! I see. I was right when I thought I'd seen that hair color before. Elliot, is that you, Elliot? Oh, it's really you. I can't believe it. And who's that with the gray hair? Wait, it couldn't be. Good to see you, Fiona. Let's just say a lot happened. I'm on my goth phase.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Elliot's older sister, Fiona Craig. Who would have thought those kids I met were the new Class 7? I've heard oh so much about you. Perhaps it was the will of the goddess that we crossed paths the way we did.
So you're Elliot's big sister? I ought to have let her dossier back during the Civil War, but I suppose my memory must have failed me when we met. It must be fate we met like this. I came embrace her and came out to the capital. She helped both me and Sarah out a ton. I remember that. My goodness, I have met her several times since the Civil War. The fact that it only took a single train ride to reach the capital made it very easy to meet up. Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to see her since I left for the branch campus, though. Well, we've all been so busy, but there's no time for niceties, but I'm glad to see you're all well. Class 7 went missing, and then before I knew it, both of you are caught up in the chaos. It's a relief to see you again. I'm sorry I made you worry. It's fine, really. All that matters is that you and Class 7 are okay. Now, if I only knew what was going on with Father and Neidhart. I know those names. General Craig, who commands the 4th Armored Division, and Lieutenant Colonel Neidhart, who is in the same class as my brother. Neidhart's got that big, like, you're pathetic, don't even look at me energy. Thinking back, you did say something about trying to go to Dreknar Fortress, didn't you? Sounds like searching for Elliot isn't the only reason you came to Saint Arkh. That's right, in truth, I haven't been able to get in contact with Father or Neidhart for some time. Inspections in the area around the fortress have gotten very strict, and I haven't been able to make it through to check on them. Even with the war on the horizon, it is a bit concerning for them to go totally incommunicado. Bro, Elliot, look at that. Was that on your word of the day calendar? I think the answer lies in why security's been strengthened so much around this fortress right now. Yeah, maybe have some connection with what's going on at the mansion. What do you mean? As a matter of the fact, read explained. I can't believe it. Fiona, do you have any more info that might be useful to us? I certainly did gather a lot of information when you were out while trying to find you. But I'm sorry to say, this is the first I've heard so much as a whisper about what you just told me. Absolutely nothing? That in itself is conspicuous. Not the sort of thing they'd broadcast, but it being that secret doesn't sit right with me. There must be a reason why. I just have no idea what that could be. Clock's ticking, people. Let's just get moving and see what we can find out. I think that's our only option right now. Fiona, I'll see you again soon. Take care of yourself. Of course, the same goes for all of you. Be careful. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know and I'll do whatever I can. Thank you. I'm so relieved that Elliot and all of you are safe. Please let me know if there's any way I could be of help to you. Let's get through this together. Thanks for offering to help. Don't put yourself in danger, Fiona. Okay, so now we just have, what, the Noble District, and that's it, I think? Because Saint Arkh's not that big. It's pretty small, things considered. Soldiers will be on the lookout for us. It'll be especially dangerous to travel via road, especially without the cover of darkness. Let's ask around first, but like, I want to frickin' leave. I want to go to Dreknor Fortress, and I want to fight Elliot's dad and Nightheart. Just let it happen. Oh, are you leaving? He's been conscripted? You're not really going to war, are you? I mean, you said it was just a what if, didn't you? I didn't want to upset you. You're still too young to understand. I'm sorry, Timothy. Is it true, Mom? Unfortunately, yes. Oh, Dad, you can't go. It's going to tear me apart too. But you must know that there is no greater honor for a son of the Empire than standing on the battlefield. Wipe your tears so you can send me a proper send-off, okay? Oh, don't go, Dad! Roxanne, I'm counting on you. Elma, you need to help out too. Timothy and I'll be waiting for you to come home. Oh, so that's why girl was so sad? I forgot that she was there. What do you call you people? Maids? I believe that the master will come home. Until that time, I have to devote myself to looking after the mistress. Dad lied to me. He said it was a what if, and now he's leaving. I only just heard that he received his draft card. There's a little as painful as this, but all I can do for now is wait and pray for a safe return. I've hesitated to tell Timothy that I'm leaving him because I know how much it'll hurt him. I just hope Timothy can find it in his heart to forgive me. I'm busy putting my affairs in order before I set out to war. Just yesterday I spoke with someone from our family I'm close with and contacted them to handle my business while I'm away. I've also explained to my business acquaintances and family that I'm being conscripted. All I have to worry about is the everyday affairs of the family I'm leaving behind. I guess I'll be heading off to war once that's taken care of. Not if I stand in the way and stop you. Then you'll never get to go. I'm doing this for your own good. So I think this solves your problem. You really helped a lot, thank you, your lordship. I haven't known what to do since the National Mobilization Law suspended exhibitions. You've kept me from losing my livelihood. In times like these, we all need to lean on each other. I'm happy to be of service. But what good is an artist who cannot share his art with the world? Those of my trade are powerless right now. Just how are we supposed to survive such turbulent times? Do you intend to abandon your life's calling simply because you cannot find a gallery to exhibit your work? Reach within and you'll find your answer. Miss Mary is employed by that Thor's place, if I remember correctly. Must be tough for her right now. I do hope she's taking care of herself. I've spent no small amount of time worrying over her, to be sure. She's been so busy with preparations for the new curriculum, I haven't been able to get in touch. I wanted to bring her home, but she's a stubborn girl. And Mary, she must still be working at the main campus. I wonder how she and the Crown Prince are doing. I don't care about the Crown Prince in the slightest. He's a little worm. I've been hearing some ill rumors about Thor, so my anxiety is running pretty high lately. I sure hope Mary's okay. What are my friend Alistair's doing these days? Last I heard of him, he was looking after the family business, but surely he's set on sight something nobler than that. In this cruel world that would crush art beneath its heel, I just wonder what he's doing to rekindle his passion as a seeker of beauty. Seeker of beauty. I wonder if he ever used that phrase. Probably did, and I just didn't pick up on it. My husband and I are helping even more artists lately. Every day brings something new. There are so many things to handle, all to your management, legal work. When I think about how much we're helping everyone, our days really are quite fulfilling. Anyway, you're Kyrie's friend and instructor, right? We've missed him since he left for Parm. But with the Imperial Defense Force tightening their grip, maybe it's safer for him if he's not here. I'm rooting for both you and Kyrie. I know you'll make it through. Thank you very much. The Imperial Defense Force has been observing us rather closely, so Kyrie moved to Parm. I'll be rooting for both you and Kyrie. I just know you'll make it through. Yeah, maybe. That is if Yuna doesn't, you know, freaking throw him to the ground again. I mean, I guess there's nobody in here. Oh, there you are. Oh, you're a different family. You're not the other family. Wait, are you? I can't remember. You're not the family for the people outside, right? You're a different thing? The Lord didn't dare. He owns land nearby, doesn't he? The mountain bordering my fief? Now, what's it he's wanting to discuss with me? He'll lease part of his land to my tenants for lumber production in return for 70% of the profits. In other words, he needs the manpower to develop land on his forested mountain. But my land produces enough timber as it is. I stand to gain nothing from this offer. Rejected! Ah, the power of a formal document. With the one stamp, I can reject or approve a proposal. There's something surprisingly intoxicating authority in this. There's some surprisingly intoxicating authority in this line of work. It's easy to churn out too. Writing letters to dignitary and landowners is rather enjoyable. I'm better suited for this than I realized. But your art, my man. Oh, your art. Charles has been applying himself to his work quite diligently. Father's left him in charge, so that's what you'd expect, but knowing my brother, I've had my concerns. Maybe he's trying extra hard now to make up for the time he spent fooling around thus far. I think I'll give him a shoulder rub later. What? Excuse me, miss, you with the green hair. Forgive me for saying so, but you look an awful lot like one of my upperclassmen. Oh, goodness, do I? What a world. Forgive me, I should have introduced myself. My name is Muse. It's a pleasure to meet you. Man, I'm so similar to Mildine's? Must be a coincidence. I was looking for someone else. My apologies, Miss Muse. Think nothing of it. Muse doesn't want a true identity out there, huh? So what if we changed her hair color? Do you think it changes the dialogue? There's no... I wouldn't say there's no way, but I kind of want to check. Just out of curiosity. If we gave her some fucking... What other hair colors do you have, Muse? Freaking violet-ass hair. Oh god, she's so evil. Okay, they still say green hair. Yeah, green hair. Oh, she's colorblind. Don't make fun of her. She's really sensitive about it. Would have been really funny if it did actually change, though, the dialogue. Did I goof up my strawberry jam recipe somewhere? It doesn't even smell sweet. Oh, you're fish lady. I remember you. Oh, shoot. I put in potato sauce instead of sugar. Into the trash bin it goes, and I was so fired up about getting it right, too. Hey, I noticed there was something wrong before serving it to anyone. That's progress, no? No, it's kind of a waste to chuck it all away. It's not like it's inedible. What if I added sugar now? It might still taste okay. Alright, let's try it. Alright, have fun, guys. I'm gonna be leaving your house now. Hey, I guess that's pretty much everywhere. We'll do our main story stuff and then call it. Marcus Hyman's mansion is ahead. You couldn't get in before, right? That's right, and with the Imperial Defense Force still around, it'll likely be difficult to get close this time as well. There must be a way inside somehow.
How dare you! Just who do you think I am?
I mean, that's the dude right there. That's... Great Uncle. We haven't seen Marcus Ballard since Ordis. That's not true. We saw him back in Heimdall, you liar. I told you, I'm only heading out to do an inspection of the so-called spinning town. Shouldn't be an issue for me to do so, should it? Please leave inspections and other public duties up to us. We're on surveillance detail and we'll handle all of it. I need you to do only the duties only you can do. What duties? I just damn pieces of paperwork every minute of the day. The city's way too boring. There needs to be a casino or a nightclub or something.
No! Unhand me! How long must I live in the confines of boredom?
I'm speechless. He's not what I thought he'd be like. Yes, the Imperial Defense Force is treating him callously despite his supposed role as interim supervisor. Rather, it seems like it's the Imperial Defense Force that's exerting authority. I think I'm starting to get the real picture about how Saint Arkh, Marcus Ballard, and the Imperial Defense Force function together. Right, if we can just get past that, then... Okay, let's go talk to the troop. Well, we put it off somehow. I don't feel like I feel like we didn't quite click with the audience. Yeah, I'd really hope to make it worth their while after coming all this way. There's a little time to repair, so no wonder we couldn't give it our best. Let's contact Sully and the others in Raquel and... Sully, I've heard that name. Wait a minute! You're the performers from Arkh and CL! Yes, we are. Why do you ask? Haven't we met before? Yeah, I'm from Crossbell too. Last time I went home, I peeked in on one of your rehearsals and got to know Sully. I see, now that you mention it, I do remember Sully bringing something up like that. Gotta say, it's nice to run into people from Crossbell while we're out in Erebonia proper. Right, I've heard of Arkh and CL. They're a pretty famous theater troupe over in Crossbell. During our infiltration mission, we met another one of their members ourselves. What brings you guys to Saint Arkh? Are you on tour? I thought Sully and the others were going to Raquel. That was the plan. We had to make a little detour to Marcus Hiram's mansion. The mansion? Yeah, we've been touring in La Mer up until a little bit ago, but then we got requested to come here and put on a private performance. Those of us that were in the area changed our schedule around to fit it in. Yeah, we just danced for the most part, and the reception we got wasn't bad or anything, but people did say they would have liked some music to accompany our act. Music, eh? I see. Rich people get what they want. You said the Marcus summoned you. Is there anyone else there? Yeah, apparently he's really into the performing arts right now. He's reached out to bands, performers, and dancers from all over the place. Is that so? If we can't satisfy our audience with just a dance, then we're falling flat as performers. We need to train her to our absolute limits for when Ilya and Riksha return. Right, we'll have to dive right into special training when we get back. I'm gonna do some more drugs. Count me in, I'll let myself into shape right with you. I'm rooting for you guys. Oh, and say hi to Sully for me too. Thanks, we'll be sure to do just that. See you later. Now, this might just be just the thing we need. Elliot? I might have something, but I want to be sure of my idea before I tell you. Alright, we got an idea about what's going on around town. Yeah, Ballard isn't acting independently after all. He's merely a figurehead. It's the IDF that has the real power here. They're calling all the shots and no one can even hold them responsible for what they're doing. Almost makes me feel sorry for Ballard. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, at the end of the day, he's still living in a fucking mansion? Like... Oh no, wow, I'm so sad for him. Well, either way, we'll need to get inside the mansion. The issue is how. About that, I have an idea. Oh? Really? Let's hear it. Well, I can't guarantee it'll work. There's somewhere we could talk in private. You're right, best to avoid prying ears. We could go to the temporary guild office in the residential district. Does that work for you? Alright, we will do that next time and hear Elliot's fantastic plan to play music. I'm very disappointed nobody's caught on to what Elliot's master plan could be. But yeah, we'll do that next time. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.